Who Taught You What to Want? Charles Taylor. Welcome to Thinkasium Lab, GOAT Series, Episode 12. This episode summarizes the key teachings of one of the most important living thinkers on how modern culture shapes our values and identity. In this series, we've been building something step by step. We began with Franz Brentano. Brentano taught a simple but powerful idea. The human mind is never empty. Every thought, desire, fear, or love is directed towards something, a goal, a value, a person, or an idea. If you're anxious about something. If you want success, your mind is directed toward achievement. If you admire someone, you're responding to a value you see in them. That directedness is what he called intentionality. Then came Max Scheler. Scheler asked, if our minds are always directed towards something, are all somethings equal? His answer was no. Some values are higher than others. Truth above pleasure, dignity above comfort, love above status. Then Alasdair MacIntyre asked, if we repeatedly direct ourselves towards certain values, what kind of character forms over time? MacIntyre focused on the community level, families, schools, professions, traditions. He argued that virtues grow inside communities that share clear standards of excellence. And here's his concern. Today, many communities no longer agree on what good means. In music, excellence once meant mastery and discipline. Now, sometimes popularity replaces skill. In education, excellence once meant love of truth. Now it can shrink to test scores and prestige. When communities lose shared standards, good becomes whatever gets attention or status. That worries MacIntyre. But now we zoom out. If MacIntyre asks what's happening inside our communities, Charles Taylor asks a bigger question. What kind of culture made us redefine good in the first place? Who is Charles Taylor? Born in 1931 in Montreal, Charles Taylor studied at McGill and Oxford and became one of the most influential philosophers of modern identity and secular society. MacIntyre works mainly at the meso level, communities and traditions. Taylor works at the macro level, culture and civilization. MacIntyre worries we've lost shared standards inside communities. Taylor asks how modern culture reshaped how we understand identity itself. Modern society constantly tells us, be yourself. Follow your truth. Live authentically. Taylor agrees authenticity matters, but he adds something crucial. You cannot invent yourself from nothing. You discover yourself within language, culture, family, moral frameworks, social expectations. Even when you think you are independent, you are standing inside a moral world. You cannot fully control macro culture, social media, consumerism, comparison pressure, but you can shape the microenvironment at home. Be intentional about what you praise. Say out loud what matters: honesty, kindness, responsibility. Create rituals that give depth: shared meals, service, storytelling, gratitude, because your home becomes a counterbalance to culture. Ask yourself, why do I define success the way I do? Who shaped that idea? Is it culture, comparison, fear? Before asking, what do I want? Ask, who taught me to want this? Because awareness is the first step toward living intentionally, not just reactively. Franz Brentano, the mind is directed. Max Scheler, values have hierarchy. Alasdair MacIntyre, communities form character. Charles Taylor, culture shapes identity. You are not just choosing your life, you are being formed by what you admire, by the communities you belong to, and by the culture you breathe every day. For parents, this awareness helps you shape the moral world your children grow up in, instead of letting social media, competition, and comparison shape it for you. For young adults, this awareness helps you separate your true priorities from cultural pressure. It gives you the power to choose your path consciously instead of chasing goals you never questioned. Because freedom is not doing whatever you feel. Freedom is knowing why you feel it. Thank you for watching Thinkasium Lab. If this made you reflect on your own values and identity, please like, subscribe, and join us for the next episode, because human flourishing begins with awareness.